nothing to say, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. You had your reasons, you had a few, but you know that I would go anywhere for you. 'Cause it ain't over until she sings. I just need to get it off my chest, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. You should know that baby I'm the best, yeah, more than you know, 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 yeah, more than you know. I just your good intentions are sweet and pure, but they can never tame a fire like yours. No, it ain't over until she sings. Yeah. Right where you want it, down on my knees. You got me begging, pretty baby, set me free. 'Cause it
Hello and welcome to tonight's match between the Spartans of Manchester University and the Knights of Calvin University. In a couple moments we will announce the starting lineups.
ain't no going back the way you look tonight. I see it in your eyes. I just need to get it off my chest, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. You should know, baby, I'm the best, yeah, more than you know, 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 yeah, more than you
Let's meet your starting lineups tonight. We'll start with Manchester. Starting at 4, the sophomore, number 4, Peyton Horn. Starting goal, a senior, number 1, Becca Colbert. Starting midfielder, senior, number 5, Jaden Murray. Starting freshman in the defense, number 7, Sarah Woodle. Starting midfielder, freshman, number 8, Lainey Shook. Starting midfielder, junior, number 10, Alex Parr. The midfield, senior, number 11, Bridget Nash. A senior midfielder, number 13, Maddie Shepard. A freshman midfield, number 15, Abby McLaughlin. Junior defender, number 17, Adele Stanko. And a senior defender, number 24, Hannah Hilliker. Manchester is coached by Katie Mitchell, assisted by Danielle Monroe. And now for your Knights of Calvin University. Senior back, number 9, Emily Orr. Starting goal, senior, number 1, Sarah Hookwater. The starting midfielder, a senior, number 2, Haley Niles. A junior midfielder, number 3, Kayla Beebe. A senior defender, a freshman defender, number 11, Carly Curry. A sophomore midfielder, number 12, Elizabeth Williams. A sophomore forward, number 13, Sophie Mueller. Junior midfielder, number 15, Carly Mitchmanisen. Sophomore midfielder, number 19, Caitlin Vinlar. The junior midfielder, number 21, Anna Remerick. The sophomore defender, number 22, Rory Pruis. The Knights are coached by Emily Ottenhoff, assisted by Tara Wegner and Casey Souders. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if we would rise for the playing of our national anthem, gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Hello and welcome, everybody, to this evening's broadcast of Calvin. I'll be bringing you the matchup between the Knights of Calvin University and the visiting Manchester women's soccer team. Good to be with you here tonight as the sun sets. And Calvin women's soccer coming off a successful road trip. Women's soccer coming into this game at 3-1-0. Manchester comes in 1-1-0, only 2 games on the year. Calvin will start senior goalkeeper Sarah Hookwater in the net. So Hookwater, who has been an excellent part of this program for years, getting the chance to play here on her home field at Zeidema Field and hopefully lead some excellent defensive efforts from the back and lead the Knights to a victory. For the Manchester side, they are led by head coach Katie Mitchell, assistant coach Danye Monroe. Believe in the net, they will be starting number 1, Becca Colbert, also a senior. Calvin women's volleyball also in action here on campus at the Van Ord Arena, just a couple paces away from this field. And Calvin men's soccer was in action earlier today at Alma. That game kicked off at 4 p.m. So you can find the results of that one at calvinknights.com. Calvin with the ball in defense to begin this game. They look to send it through for Sophie Mueller. She's on sides towards the net, stops, looks towards the top. Her pass now kicked by Haley Niles, and it's into the corner of the net. 49 seconds in, and the Knights have struck first. Haley Niles on an excellent pass there from Sophie Mueller, laying it back to the middle of the box. The patience pays off, and the senior from Syracuse, New York, brings the Knights ahead in this one, 1-0. This Calvin offense has a bit of firepower. 6-2, a victory at Aurora during a road trip. And Aurora, a team that is going to be competitive this year. Victory, or excuse me, 4-1 at Aurora. 6-2 against Kenyon. A couple of capable victories over capable teams. This past Saturday, their only loss, a 3-2 road loss against Denison. Denison, an excellent team. But even in that one, Calvin's offense scratching across 2 goals. Vinlar in the middle of the field. Caitlin Vinlar, sophomore midfielder. She'll lay it back to super senior Emily Orr, who's been a mainstay on the Calvin defense for several years now. Look to feed it through to the far side on the wing. Kayla Beebe is there. She's unable to find her way through. Beebe starts this game. Jesse Paulson will begin on the seats for this one. Pass through. Sophie Mueller keeps it in bounds near the touchline. To Haley Niles in the middle. Niles will look to lay it back for Mueller. Now a cross in. That one drifts wide over the top of the box. Vinlar now trying to work her way through the middle of the field. She turns and finds Liz Williams. Now Carly Mishmerheisen look to send across towards the far side. Beebe puts a head on it, and it's saved there. Good work getting down to block that one up. Becca Colbert. Haley Niles with a nice back heel flick there to make her way through and feed it to her midfield partner, Vinlar. Liz Williams. She'll try one from outside the box, and it drifts to the short side. Seen Manchester in action one time before, and that was their women's softball team last spring. Or I believe it was 2 springs ago. Manchester coming to us out of the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. So a good little Midwest matchup whenever these two schools meet. Always cool to see how different conferences stack up here in the early season. Calvin, though, playing with some comfort now, having a 1-0 lead already. That one swept out of bounds by the Spartans. Peyton Horn defending Mueller, and it'll be a Calvin corner. This one goes a little far past the net, contacted but into the side netting. Williams put a good hit on it, just a bit too far. Manchester trying to move this one forward. The Knights back in control on it. Not a lot of pressure from the Manchester defense right now. Calvin with a lot of space to operate up and down the field. That time, good defense on the corner there. Adele Stanko. She's out of Michigan, an Okemos graduate. Hannah Hilliker in defense, also out of Michigan for this Manchester roster. Senior from Reese Puffer. Manchester trying to push it forward, looking for Jaden Murray. Back towards the box it goes, and it's booted out there. BB on the far sideline, trying to send one through. Mueller on the top of the box. Lays it back for Williams, who takes a shot, and it's just wide. Haley Niles trying to make it through. She's fouled there. Calvin will look to go quickly. Manchester will have to back it up now, and Calvin will elect to take the set piece. Coach Emily Ottenhoff looking to set something up. Liz Williams trying to roll it through for Mueller. The pass a little too strong. It's chipped back towards the middle of the box. Then cut out there. Hannah Hilliker that time getting on the end of that one. Now a cross floated in. That one's headed out. Cross in towards the box. Rymink loses it to the other side. Mueller will try to lay it through. Vinlar controlling through traffic. It's bounced out to Mishmerheisen. She takes a hit, and that one's just wide, but another good shot at it. On the far side, BB now looking to re-enter the offense for the Knights. Handball on the Spartans. Mishmerheisen goes to Niles. Back to Mishmerheisen, trying to cross it in for Williams. The Spartans converge on it there. Now the Knights looking to get it back in after Hookwater controls nicely. Mueller turning back to her right foot. She'll take the shot, and it's a goal. Sophie Mueller found just a little bit of space, and with enough time to take a full wind-up at it, that one was a rocket into the back of the net. Beats the keeper to her right hand, and the Knights take a 2-0 lead. Williams up the far side now. Be a Manchester throw-in. A risky pass in the back makes it to Hilliker. Spartans look to send it out wide then for Laney Shock. Now an interception to defense. Adele Stanko trying to move forward with it. Stanko will knock this one out of bounds. Rymick, good control through midfield. Haley Niles now. Will lay it back out for Mishmerheisen, back to Niles. Calvin's offense rolling early in this one. Give and go doesn't quite work for the Knights that time. BB with a whiff there. Crosses it into Williams. Lays it back for Van Laar. Spartans cut off the shooting lanes that time, and BB's shot not on frame. Stenko there once again. Step in front. She's been active on the near corner. Mueller makes it past her this time. Williams takes the shot, and it's just high. Manchester trying to pressure Orr now. Now Ryming steps in front. Liz Williams trying to earn the corner over there. Now she'll turn back and take a cross. It makes it past BB. The shot is taken, though, by Mueller, and it's just wide. Manchester substitution. Elena Hafferty. Come on and replace Peyton Horn. Be a Calvin foul near midfield. Mueller is sent through. Actually, it'll be Mishmerheisen getting on the end of this one. And she rolls it through for Mueller, crossing to the front, and excellent positioning there by Sarah Woodle. Knock that one away. Rory Pruce will come out of the game. Justine Bronkhorst goes in. BB, I believe that'll be offsides called on the Knights there. 2-0, 27 and some change to play. Calvin off to a good start here. In this, their first home game in 3 outings. They'll hit the road again this weekend and into next week. Couple of separate road trips to Chicago and to Wheaton, I would believe. Might stay down there for the weekend. But a bit of a Chicago swing there for the Calvin women's soccer team. Those will be at 2 Eastern time for the Chicago game, 5:30 Eastern time for the Wheaton game. Now a shot taken by Liz Williams and saved there by Colbert after a goal kick was stopped short. And then it's home for 4 of them. The end of September and the beginning of October. Right here at Zytema Field is going to be the place to be if you're Calvin women's soccer. And they'll obviously try to string together some victories on that homestand. Bronkhorst running down the wide cross. Loses this one out of bounds. Be interesting to see how the Knights get on at that period, as that homestand is right when the conference slate starts, and that's really when it starts to matter. Carly Curry with a nice interception. She moves forward with it, tries to slot it through for Mueller, and it's a bit too far. That one will go out of bounds for a goal kick. Trine looking like a fantastic side so far this year. They're 5-0, or 5-0-1, excuse me. Hope Kalamazoo and St. Mary's are all 4-1. Williams takes the shot and it's wide. Knights getting aggressive, though, taking advantage of some shooting lanes here early on. Then comes Albion and Calvin at 3-1. These are not conference standings. These are general standings, and can maybe give you a look at what teams might be competitive. But regardless of how it stacks up, the fact of the matter is that the MIAA is going to be very competitive. Lots of excellent teams getting set to participate in this year's MIAA season, and it'll be a well-earned championship for whoever comes down with it. The Knights trying to counterattack now, sliding it through for BB. And she's unable to get on the end of it. That'll be a corner for Calvin. This past Saturday, Calvin coming from behind, down 2-0 early, to tie it up at 2-2 before eventually giving up the game winner to Denison. A matchup that these Knights hope to see once again later on in the year if they're able to get to that point in the season. Cross is swung in. It'll go over the net. Chipped back towards the net. It was loose out in front for a while, and it's now cut away. Calvin will bring 3 substitutions in. Williams, Mueller, Vinlar, actually 4 substitutions. BB all out, so that's everybody across the top. It's Maggie Smith, Talia List, Lindsay Houtsma, and Jesse Paulson out there now. Paulson working her way through, trying to cross it back to the front. Talia List was there. Another shot comes towards the net, and that one's wide. So Calvin getting some fresh legs up top. Manchester trying to move the other way. That was Lainey Shook trying to pass it forward to Jaden Murray. Now a nice takeaway in midfield by Bridget Nash. Shook now trying to cross it in. Ball goes the other way. The Knights back on possession. Haley Niles trying to take away, and the Spartans now with Abby McLaughlin. They'll lose it out of bounds on the far side. Paulson pokes it through for List, back to Paulson, and she has some space in that far wing. Nice poke away that time. Hafferty keeping Paulson from sending a dangerous cross in. Talia List trying to scoop it through for Maggie Smith. List trying to pass it behind the back of the defender to Rymink, and now it's sent forward looking for Murray. Murray trying to poke it through to herself. It'll go out of bounds. List looking for Paulson. Paulson passes it. Shot taken by Houtsma, and it's wide. The Spartans bring in Emma Garriott, as well as Morgan Mock. Talia List finds Paulson on the far side. Left-footed shot taken and caught there. Paulson will lose it out of bounds for a Manchester throw on the far side. Kelvin trying to work it through the middle. Get it to Houtsma, left-footed shot taken. It's tipped, and it's in the back of the net. Lindsay Houtsma, freshman out of Calvin Christian, has scored for the Knights here at Zuidema Field. Houtsma with a nice hit and able to sneak it over top of the outstretched arms of Becca Colbert. Colbert, unfortunately, undersized a bit to cover that top shelf of the goal. Doing an excellent job to cover what she can, but leaving an option open, and if the Knights hit a good shot, not much she can do about it. It's going to roll out of bounds, and Manchester will make another substitution. McKenna Burkholder. Manchester trying to move the other way with Alex Parr. Kelvin able to turn her away. Now Paulson trying to find List through the middle. Sent back in and covered up there. Hookwater ranging forward to grab it. Rymink, a nice little overhead poke, excuse me. Give and go works this time for the Knights. And now Paulson has it out wide. Niles on a long run. Paulson pulls it back, left-footed shot, just wide. Carly Curry trying to look forward for Paulson. It's taken away. Manchester looking to go the other way. Nice defense that time by Sarah Woodle. Emma Garriott trying to turn and go the other way. Emily Orr able to win this one. But she loses the ball out of bounds. Maggie Smith with some good hustle to take it away from Morgan Mock that time. Now List trying to find Bronkhorst through the middle. That one's cut away. Mishmerheisen able to get in front of that pass. Spartans send it far side for Bridget Nash. Or excuse me, for McKenna Burkholder over there. Niles trying to chip it through, looking for List. It's up in the air, free ball in the box. Knight's unable to get on the end of it. Now Reiming takes a shot and she scores. What a hit from well outside the box. And a Reiming with a long strike. Stepping on top, intercepting a pass, and floating that one into the top netting. The Knights lead it 4-0 with just under 12 minutes to play. Manchester able to pressure the Knights to laying it back for Hookwater. Now Mock trying to send it through for Murray. Mock back on the end of it. Murray now trying to make the turn, but too much pressure. Nash trying to go far side. Paulson takes it away. List able to roll it through for Paulson on the far side. Paulson trying to work with space. She beats one defender, crosses it back to Bronkhorst. Is unable to get a good shot on it. Haley Niles takes the shot and it's partially deflected. Under 10 to play in the first half, and it's been all Calvin. Kind of a game where a couple teams playing hard and at the D3 level with different recruiting zones and different types of schools. Sometimes you're going to get a talent mismatch, and that's not to the fault of anybody out there or any program director. And it could be switched around the other way in 3 years if the same two teams meet. You really never know how the programs will fluctuate and how rosters will shape up, but at the D3 level, you do end up with some larger differences than you do at other levels, and obviously Manchester's gonna come in here and fight and see what they can throw at the Knights in the second half, but Calvin really doing well right now to just show their class. Calvin back on the ball, looking to send it through for Maggie Smith, but that one a bit too far. A beautiful night to be out here either way, no matter which side of the ball you're playing for. Good to be out here sitting in the stands enjoying a night like this anyways. Bronkhorst with some nice control to lay it back for Niles, and now Niles with quick feet to work it through, looking for Paulson, but the pass a bit too far. The moon hangs in the clear blue sky above the south goal in gibbous form tonight. Those of you smarter astronomers than I could probably tell me if it's waxing or waning. For me, that's going to be a question for Google. Not a lot of nights here the further you get closer to winter in Grand Rapids where you can see the moon in full display as the sun sets. A welcome sight for those of us who enjoy this place and call it home year-round. Now Murray making a move through after Bronkhorst with a mistimed challenge. Manchester throw goes long for Murray, and Mishmerheisen pokes it out of bounds. Talia List able to make it past the defender. Trying to send it through for Paulson. The pass partially deflected. Paulson was in a great spot looking for that run. Now goes to Smith. She'll take the left-footed shot. It's just wide. Manchester gets a throw on the far side. Mishmerheisen with a good challenge against Mock. Hookwater looking to send it far side. Curry on the give and go with Paulson. And that one kept in bounds. List moving forward with it. Right-footed shot taken, and it's just wide of the post. 4.5 to play. Knights pushing to add on to the lead. Maggie Smith trying to move past Stanko. Carly Mishmerheisen trying to send it in for Bronkhorst. List gets it to Paulson. She'll take the left-footed shot, and it's blocked up there by Colbert, but it goes out of bounds. Calvin will get a corner. I think it'll be Curry swinging it in here. Towards the front side, they'll line it back up. And it drops in a dangerous spot. Still loose. Blocked by the body of a Manchester defender. Taken again. And a goal for Carly Mishmerheisen. Off the framework and in. Mishmerheisen just trying to re-enter the ball. Draws contact with the crossbar, and it draws good from well outside the box. The Knights scoring from range tonight. 5-0 is the number. 2.5 to play here in the first. Calvin started it off with a goal in the first minute of play. And the trend has remained that way through the rest of this first half. Hookwater scoops one up nicely. Niles will lay it back now for Curry. Paulson looking for Bronkhorst through the middle. That one gets away. Mishmerheisen with a good change of direction to keep that one in bounds. Stanko will poke it out of bounds, so Mishmerheisen gets a throw. Nice pass through for Haley Niles. She turns the corner. Niles so good in possession. Talia List takes a shot. It's blocked.
1 minute remaining.
List making another turn here. Gonna spin back towards the middle. She'll take a shot that time. It's covered up by Colbert. Under a minute to play in the first. Get a foul on Bronkhorst here near the middle of the field, and that will run out the time in the first half. Stanko will take it, but it's too late. And Calvin leads after 1/2 of play, 5-0. We'll be back after about 15 minutes for the second half of play. Thank you for watching and listening. My name is Jeff Vanderploeg. This is Calvin Women's Soccer.
yeah. Hey, I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances, finessing on them with some counterfeits, but now I'm counting this. Parmesan with my accountant lips, in fact I'm down in this. You say with my boo babe tastes like Kool-Aid for the analyst. Girl, I can buy your Westie world with my base stuff. I know that it's good, won't you sit it on my taste buds? I get way too petty once you let me do the extras. Pull up on your block and break it down, we playing Tetris. AM to the PM, PM to the AM phone. Eat up your
Welcome back inside Zidema Field here for the second half of play between the Manchester Spartans and the Knights of Calvin University. Beautiful day to be on campus and a beautiful first half to be a Knight. Calvin leads at 5-0. Liz Williams looks for the long throw for Talia List. Justine Bronkhorst also starts this game on the field. Mueller and Williams back on. They replace Smith and Paulson. So Calvin getting an opportunity to work with a couple different personnel combinations here and keep helping the team gel. Megan Gamrat is also in the game, replacing Orr. And on the near side, Lauren Hendricks. Kyra Schofield will patrol the far corner. So Calvin making a wholesale change in defense from the beginning of the game. Left-footed shot from Van Laar scooped up there. Calvin looking to chip it through. Mueller gets on the end of this one now. Williams back to Bronkhorst. A little too high on the shot. Liz Williams along the near side. Now Liz Williams trying to cross one in. She'll actually go to the far side. Kyra Schofield. Almost connecting back with Williams there. The ball squirts through. Bronkhorst on the near sideline, winning possession back for the Knights. Rymink. Slide it to Hendricks. Schofield on the far side. Looking for Williams. That one will trickle back to Colbert. Bronkhorst looking to send it over the top for Williams. That one also makes it out the sideline. Calvin looking to throw it into Mueller. She makes the turn towards the front of the box. Bronkhorst unable to put a hit on it. And it rolls harmlessly to the hands of Colbert. Excuse me, that was Houtsma on the end of that one. Lindsay Houtsma making a nice run through the middle and putting herself in a good spot. Giving the Knights an opportunity on that possession. Villar sliding it through for Muller. Her cross goes back to Villar in midfield. Far side Schofield. Houtsma. Looking for Williams. Via Calvin corner. Williams will take it on the far side. It's cut out there. Jaden Murray trying to make the run through. Her pass wide. Unable to find a teammate. Hendricks. Schofield on the far side. Believe she is fouled, and that'll be a free kick for the Knights. Williams sends it towards the far side, caught there by Colbert. Calvin playing it out of defense right now. Manchester really not applying a lot of pressure up top. Not really looking like they quite have the available reserves, the available energy to really run around and make life difficult for the Calvin defenders. Foul in midfield there. This time it goes through. Shot taken by Murray, and it's wide. Calvin has made a change in net. Emma Swain, freshman goalkeeper, is in. Following the Knights there. Just on the Calvin side of midfield, Manchester will line up the free kick with Adele Stanko. She tries to send it in there. The Knights now look to push the other way. Mueller trying to find Williams. She tries to play it through for List. Colbert is there. Villar will be unable to keep this one in bounds. Manchester with the throw here. Laney Shock. She gets it to Murray, back to Shock, and to Nash. They look to send it through for Shock, and she loses her footing there, where Calvin will get the throw in on the near side. Calvin on the run up the far sideline. It'll be touched out of bounds. Liz Williams will enter it there. Bronkhorst up top for List. Now taking a hit by Mueller, and that one rolls up to the hands of Colbert. Talia List working up the near sideline. Now poked by Mueller, and that one's saved by Colbert. Diving to the near post. Almost 15 minutes into the second half. Manchester defense holding on to a second half clean slate so far. They will bring in Abby McLaughlin. Schofield on the far side looking for Rymink. List pushes it up the near sideline where Mueller works with space. She tries to send it to the front of the net, and Williams' shot is too high. An excellent cross. Liz Williams unable to get fully behind that one to make the solid contact she was looking for. Vinlar trying to send it through now for Williams. She takes the right-footed shot, and this time it's true. Liz Williams working in small space there, able to get the force behind the shot and send it into the right corner of the net. Liz Williams scores for the Knights. Calvin 6th on the night for Williams. That is her first. Calvin spreading it around so far. Nobody with more than one goal so far in this 6-0 match. Vinlar to Williams in traffic. Poked out that time. Williams trying to cross it back. Now it's knocked out of bounds. This will be a goal kick for Manchester. Near side now. Hendricks with some speed making a run. Up to Rymink. Her cross is blocked. Vinlar back in the ball, trying to move through. She's turned away there. Mueller. Back to Vinlar, but that pass also cut away. Calvin men's soccer able to right the ship with a 4-0 victory at Alma today. Just saw Coach Sodders come through. Congratulations to him. And a much needed victory there. Calvin getting all the offense at the right time tonight, both at Alma and here. Mueller crosses back to Williams in the box, and she's got two. More than enough room for Liz Williams to get one off that time. She scores her second, and the Knights lead at 7-0. She will come out of the game after finding the back of the net twice. Nice work by the sophomore, converting on those chances. Maggie Smith, Haley Niles back in the game. Or excuse me, Maggie Smith, Jesse Paulson back in the game. And Manchester player down there for a moment was Sarah Woodle. She will walk off under her own power. She will be replaced, I believe, by Peyton Horn. BB replaces List. Hope Woodle is all right. Not sure what happened there. Didn't see her go to ground. Then Lars sending it through for Paulson. Just a bit too far. Far side Schofield. Contested there, and she's unable to make it through. Free kick from the sideline. Niles standing over it. The Knights will take their time. Time is on the side of Calvin so far in this one. Haley Niles will look to cross this one in. And it's past the keeper, but Paulson unable to get on the end of it. BB now trying to work with space, and that shot covered up. Manchester trying to push forward in the midfield. Alex Parr working hard, trying to maintain possession, and they push it all the way back to the Calvin defense, but now Schofield and Gamrat will slow it back down. Manchester starting to apply a little bit more pressure. Now Calvin working forward with Vinlar, gets it through to Smith. Tries to chip it over the top. Manchester will knock this one out of bounds on the near side. Hendricks there to make the throw in. Emily Orr will replace Anna Reimink. Orr gonna move up from her typical center back position and into more of a CDM slot. Good challenge in midfield that time by Lainey Schock. Nice cutaway by Adele Stenko. Hendricks now on the near side. Calvin's pass will go out of bounds. Manchester will make a substitution now. Kalen Bartholomew come in defense, replacing Peyton Horn. BB turning the corner on the far side. One touch a bit too strong. A second chance taken and not scored. Manchester will slot it out the far sideline. Now Haley Niles trying to get on the end of one, and it goes into the side netting. Manchester will slide this one through all the way back. Brown course to run down. Now they go near side for Laney Schock. Schock's pass to the middle intercepted. And the Knights break the other way. BB trying to make it past. Paulson will take the left-footed shot, and it's just high. Now misplay in goal. Manchester able to make it past. Gamrat recovers. It's sent back to Murray. She'll take the shot. A little bit wide, still loose out in front. They're unable to get their feet on the end of it, and then I still cut it out the sideline. You can't get any closer to scoring without scoring. An excellent chance there for Emma Garriott moving forward with it, and she was just unable to control it in time. Nice challenge that time from Adele Stanko. Garriott will want that one back. Emma Swain finding herself in no man's land. Making it a bit difficult of the Calvin defense. Niles in the middle now. They look to send it through far side for Smith. Unable to get there in time. "17 minutes to play. Calvin 7-goal lead here. Manchester trying to send it forward for Murray. She will foul Bronkhorst that time. Calvin will make a substitution here. BB on for Van Laar. Mock comes on for Manchester, replacing McLaughlin. Haley Niles unable to stay on her feet there on the far side. Manchester will send it through to the far side, where Calvin will throw it in there. Paulson trying to send it through for Beebe. Good defensive communication there between Stanko and Colbert. Hendricks sends it back to Swain. Taking a shot this time from the far side, Murray. And that one's saved by Swain. Murray trying to make it past Gamrat. And she is fouled. Manchester trying to swing in the cross. Getting her head on it that time was Adele Stanko, but she's unable to finish. I want to roll out the near side for a Manchester throw. Murray will come out. Paige Young will come in. Paulson making a nice stop through the middle. And Beebe with a nice roll to her on the near side. Stanko, though, able to turn her away. Stanko playing a nice game in defense here on the near side, where Calvin has found gaps elsewhere. It hasn't been where she's at. Hendricks on the near side looking for BB, a bit of a strong touch. Lets it get back away. Emily Orr trying to step through the midfield. Now Houtsma looking to roll it through. Nobody there. Paulson working down the near sideline, under 10 to play. Stenko once again makes the stop. Calvin will work the ball back to the far side. A good showing his students have gathered there. Late goings this one already decided, but still cool to see the support. Let's see if Paulson can make the cross this time. She does. Finds Smith, and it's just wide. Nice pass and nice run, however. Setting up a chance. Maddie Shepard. Not going to come in this time. Calvin trying to press up the far sideline. So Calvin will continue, try to make those nice passes in. They're not concerned with scoring or not, but more so with just playing well, playing the game they want to play here in the later goings. There's a shot and a goal. Houtsma with her second of the game. Paulson with an excellent assist. That time Paulson finally able to gain the corner. That's the kind of connection Calvin's looking for when they make the run up the wing. Somebody on the end of the cross to bury it home. That's exactly what they got that time, 8-0. Looking ahead, Calvin, like I said, hits the road for Chicago and Wheaton. The first three games of Calvin's conference season are at home. The next three are on the road, and then the final two are at home. So Calvin will get the pleasure of playing 5 home conference games and only 3 on the road. 2 of those are against Adrian, so probably only one of them counting in conference. Not sure which is which. Trine will be on the road on the 16th of October. That will be a pivotal game for Calvin's chances here in the MIAA, as Trine is showing signs of strength early on in the year. They open up with Olivet, who has struggled so far. They'll make it to Hope and Kalamazoo, or Hope early in the schedule, and then Kalamazoo to finish the season. Both very tough games. So the competition sure to be a little closer here as we move throughout the MIAA season. Calvin right now playing without Abby Lyon, Abby Strong, both unavailable. Maria Vanderlei also unable to suit up today. So Calvin will hope to get a little bit healthier, get those players back that they can. Not sure the statuses. It'll be just interesting to keep an eye on. Calvin at full strength, definitely a scary team for the rest of the MIAA. Looking elsewhere around Calvin, Dance Guild has begun this week for students to be involved in, and that will be back in person, a full performance in the Covenant Fine Arts Center later this fall. The entire campus looks forward to that. Calvin Improv is back in action, I believe, this week. That is good to see. Cross country, swimming and diving, both set to begin. I believe cross country has begun already. So lots of exciting things going on. Chapels are back in person without attendance limitations. So a lot of Calvin students enjoying gathering together at the chapel on the southwest side of campus. Student events are beginning to make their way back between dorm organized events and student life organized events. All options for students that weren't available last year. Intramurals resuming once again. Calvin athletes and wannabe athletes alike. I fall right squarely in that wannabe category and readily admit that. In all seriousness, though, Calvin Intramural is an excellent opportunity for all students to find a way to get active, get involved. There's climbing. There's extracurricular scuba diving available. The mainstays of basketball and volleyball still available, I believe. Also, soccer intramural being run this fall outdoors before the weather turns. The unfortunate part of campus is we're heading it towards weeks 3 and 4 of the semester, which for students here is probably going to mean some tests and some papers. I know I've already run into swim assignments of that sort. I'd love to say that we're all looking forward to it. Not sure we are. Even in those moments that students might not enjoy in the taking of a test and the writing of a paper. All throughout this semester, Calvin's ability to continue to educate and engage with students is something everybody appreciates, and getting that chance to interact in a more full way this semester, fuller classrooms, tangible experiences and labs and study groups and all sorts of things being done in person. All opportunities that Calvin students are glad to have back. Calvin women's soccer will get the victory tonight, 8-0 over the Spartans of Manchester. The Knights move on the year to 4-1-0. Just a few tilts left before the conference slate arrives, and the Knights are excited to welcome that challenge. Manchester also excited to accept that challenge in the Heartland Athletic Conference, where they will compete this fall, and they will continue to bring that fight every game just like they did tonight. Calvin's scoring totals and statistics can be found after the game. No need to run through them right now. We will look forward to you joining us, however, online or here at Zeidema Field for the remainder of this season. The next opportunity for that will be home against Anderson on the 25th of September, that Saturday at 3 p.m. It'll be happening here at Zeidema Field. For everybody else in the Sports Information Department, thank you for watching and listening. My name is Jeff Vanderplug signing off. Hopefully you get a chance to enjoy some of these Calvin women's soccer games in person, but if not, we'll be happy to bring them to you here on CalvinKnights.com. Thank you for watching and listening, and have a great night.